went into extra time. It was clinched by the Russian Pavel Kolobkov, and that's him there, 27-year-old Russian. And he's up against a very class fencer in Srecki of France. Tall man. So the Epee final, and remember that once again back to the Epee, unlike the foil that we've just seen, the entire body is the target. All wired up, so even if they are hit on the foot, it will register. So this for the World Championship.
Yeah, the points of the Epee, I think it needs about 90 grams to depress it. I think the foil's about 75. And if that's depressed anywhere on the target area, then the light will come on. The piece, the fencing strip that the two fencers are fencing on at the moment is metallic. First plate to Srecki. First plate to Srecki. Bit of revenge, perhaps, a revenge bout here for his countryman being beaten by Kolobkov earlier on tonight.
Srecki, 6 years older than the Russian, and of course that much more experienced. Also a left-hander. So once again, they're very close to the edge of the piste. Double hit. So 2-1 to Srecki.
President's just telling both fencers to come on guard in the centre, but as soon as they get given the command to aller, to play, then they can move anywhere on the strip. But they must come on guard in the centre. A bit tentative here at the start of this bout. A lot at stake, the World Championship. And wants to give it away. Strecki's trying the initial stages to impose himself, but I think he needs to be careful. Yeah, I was just... I think I gave Kolobkov the kiss of death there. His coach said so as well. He almost had Srecki, he drew him in there. Srecki was able to parry. Again, we see that straight away Strecki's over on the left-hand side of the piece, as his compatriot LaRue was earlier, trying to give the right-hander the inside, so he's got to come into his chest area. Double hit. And it makes it harder for a right-hander to do a running attack at the left-hander. It means he's got to come on the inside as we're looking now, so he's got to come to Strecki's left. It's a test there, Kovalov. See this action here. Srecki makes an attack. Kovalov thought he hit. Tries again there, out of time, though the president had already called halt.
Yes, he thought he'd hit, and was so convinced that he did test his sword immediately. Found it to be in working order. Not nearly as many halts in the Epee as we see in the foil, so the clock counts down a much quicker.
That's right. The Epee, because of the fact that you can hit anywhere, and nice hit to the arm there by Srecki. Kolobkov knows that was a little bit sloppy by him. Because of the target area, there is no need, there's no off-target lights, so there's less halts per off-target hits. Sometimes that can be frustrating. In foil, getting hit off target, double hit there, both fences got a point. But Epee is that much more precise in that you need to try and make it a one light hit. Whereas in foil, if your attack misses sometimes, you can hit off target and get away with it, but with an Epee, if your attack misses, then your opponent's going to be scoring.
Quite happy then just to walk away, aware of the fact that the clock is counting down. There's a clock, incidentally, on either side of the piece, so both fences have a view of a clock as it counts down, so they're fully aware of what is going on. Now they will get a minute's break before we go into the second session of 3 minutes.
Yes, Srecki's an experienced campaigner. He's just settling things down. He's Kolobkov to get into this bout at the moment. He'll be quite happy the way the bout's going. A bit of a subdued atmosphere in the arena because of that, I think.
Well, all the drama came in the first semi-final of the entire championship.
That's right.
And that man was involved in it, and he got a red card, which I thought was a little bit harsh when Leroux fell off the piste and cut his hand. I don't think it was a deliberate action on the part of the Russian Kolobkov.
I think he was very unlucky to receive that red card, but he's here now. He's fighting in the final. He's trailing at the moment, but we've seen earlier on that, especially with that dramatic finish, that he is definitely up for it, and I'm sure that Srecki is not going to have it all his own way tonight. Again, they're just working for the distance here. Might be a bit... Ah, there we go. There we go. I was just about to say that Kolobkov was finding the distance, and he drew Srecki and hit him with a nice flesh. It's a lovely action there to get back in the bout. Can we see a change of tactics now by Kolobkov? He's not trying to mix it too much as he was earlier. He's holding his ground. Perhaps he thinks he's got the edge on Srecki with speed, perhaps. And Srecki is very technically minded, and there we go again. That was a fantastic riposte. Srecki was definitely there. He puts everything into it, but Kolobkov nonchalantly just parries and ripostes him. Look at Strecki's face. He can't believe it. He put everything into that attack.
So the Russian has leveled at 5-all.
Goodness me. He's really up to gear here. That was a very classy hit to the hand there by Kolobkov. Strecki's a bit bombarded at the moment. Two fantastic touches there by Kolobkov. Again, they're just feeling each other out. I think Srecki's trying to readjust his timing. Kolobkov obviously have a measure of him.
James,
last two exchanges.
Boxers look at each other's eyes. Obviously, with the masks on, you can't do that. So, what do you focus your attention on?
What you try and do is to look at the area between you and the double hit. That'll be okay for Kolobkov. You look at the area in between yourself and your opponent, and you try and focus on his guard, because what can happen is if you're looking at the head or or perhaps at the foot, you lose the rhythm, you lose the timing, and you can see that both these fencers, they're trying to hold the distance so they can gauge how close they are to each other, and they won't be too focused on looking at their opponent's head. Srecki picks up a nice touch here. He allows Kolobkov to extend there, bang, straight on the hand. Kolobkov just relaxed a little bit there.
That now levels matters at 7-all. So both of these fencers have been in front. Level pegging at the moment.
There's a lot of feints, body actions given to try to distract your opponent's attention here, and we can see that Srecki is trying, he's there, he's trying to use his right hand there to make out as if he's going to force an attack. It's a nice double hit there. He tried, but Kolobkov was in for that. He saw the danger and just extended in to score a point himself. But it's very dangerous to try and look at your opponent's face. Excellent move there by Kolobkov. He allowed Srecki. Srecki thought that he was straight through. You can hear the Russian support for Kolobkov there in the crowd. He allowed Srecki to step forward and just did a nice time hit there, hit him right on the shoulder. This is turning into quite an exciting bout. Srecki the tactician, and
the end of the 3 minutes, the second session. So 6 minutes gone in the bout, and another 3 minutes remain with the Russian Kolobkov 9-8 in the lead over the Frenchman.
That's right, Kolobkov's tried to use his distance, and I think that's what his coach is saying there. He's saying draw him in. Thinking this laxed action here. Bang, straight there on the shoulder. He allowed Srecki in. I think that's what his coach was saying there, and extended out, hit him on the shoulder there. That's what Srecki has to figure out. He's a master tactician. I was saying earlier on, he worked out the young Pole earlier and basically just cancelled out any moves that young Robert Andrzejczuk could try, but he's finding Kolobkov to be a bit of a tough customer here. I think he's going to have to use all his experience and tactics to break through this Russian's defense.
So into the final 3 minutes, 9-8. Kolobkov leads Srecki.
President just drew both fencers back into the centre. Just trying to make sure that they all start off on an even keel there. Again, here's where we'll see if either fencer's leading that last rush as time runs out, and I would think if Srecki's ahead, we might see him start to pick Kolobkov off, but he's got a bit of work to do at the moment. He's training by one. Parapost there by Kolobkov. Allowed Srecki to initially attack. Tries it there, parries him there. You can see clearly there are posts on the back. Srecki knew as soon as he made that attack that he was going to get hit. You could see he didn't even bother trying to get back on guard. No chance for him to recover from that movement. Very difficult movement, well executed by Kolobkov. Bout's not finished yet. Nice little touch on the foot there by Srecki.
Yes, he's looked for that one quite often, has Srecki, in this bout. And at last he brought it off there.
He has been trying, he's been feinting high, and he's tried a few times to hit Kolobkov on the foot, but he got through there. He's trying to force matters now. He knows that time's running out. He's one hit down.
These two, of course, have had many, many duels against each other. Probably the two best in this discipline in the world, James.
I would think so. Oh my goodness. Strecki's gone forward there with a flesh. Kolobkov's testing his sword. His coach is trying to give him a few words of encouragement more than anything. It's all warming up here in this last minute, 38 seconds. They'll both be a bit wary now. They don't want to throw away a silly hit. That's why they're just holding the distance there. They both know how much this means now at this stage of the bout. It's very difficult to come back if you're losing at this stage. Although, as we saw in the earlier bout, Paul Leroux was finally defeated by Kolobkov. With 2 seconds to go, anything can happen.
Again, he gets the foot touch. It's the second time he's now been able to do that.
Well, we said he's been looking for that hit all night, and 2 hits in as many seconds, really. Kolobkov tries, and my goodness, he responds well.
That was very quick swordsmanship there.
It was. He tried, he feinted low. He made out as if he was going for the foot, but went for the upper body there. He drew Srecki into opening up his upper body by feinting to his foot.
Of course, both of these people have tasted victory in the World Championships before.
Nicely executed time hit there. He counter-attacked, he drew Srecki in. That was what his coach was saying to him in that minute break. Try and draw Srecki. Draw him in, here we go. Steps back again. Sees the opening, allows Srecki to come, and then bang, there we go. Nice time hit. Now Srecki could do, he knew.
Kolobkov won the World Championships 93 and 94, Essen and Athens, and then the next year it was the turn of the Frenchman. He took it in Den Haag.
I think Srecki will be trying his utmost now. He's trying his utmost, he's brought it back. It's a nice little hit there, nice flesh. Kolobkov tried the same tactics, tried to draw Srecki in, but this time Srecki was up for it. Saw the opening and went. Distance, he closed his distance.
As one might expect, these two are very evenly matched, and there's always going to be a close fought thing.
Here.
Kolobkov going into the lead, 13-12. Remember, these two dueled the final in Barcelona, and it was Srecki that won the Olympic gold medal on that occasion. Neither did too well in the last Olympics in Atlanta. But what a battle this is turning out to be.
9 seconds left. Clock's counting down. It's up to Srecki now. Kolobkov. Srecki gets a parapost. My goodness. We can see that Kolobkov is upset. 4 seconds left. 4 seconds left. And a parapost by Srecki to bring him back in. Look at this. Kolobkov takes the blade. Srecki parries and riposte there. He only needed one chance. He'd already hit there. Amazing hit by Srecki. Are we going to go to sudden death? Yes, we are again.
Yes, they both just walk away after being called on guard, told to play, but they quite happy to let the 4 seconds just go by. And now the 13 all will be moved up to 14 each, and an extra minute will be dueled after a minute's break.
Kolobkov must be getting a little bit sick of these last minute duels. He's the tossing now for priority. Throw a coin. Whichever fencer gets priority, and it's gone to Srecki. At the end of this minute, if they're leading, or if they're both on the same amount of hits, then Srecki will win. He has priority. However, in this minute, because it's 14, 15, if one of them scores, then the bout will finish. Can we see the drama that we saw in the first semi-final? Pavel Kolobkov do the same thing. Nerves of steel here. He needs a steal.
Yes, the world title is at stake.
Kolobkov knows that he needs to win. He can't allow the hit to go. And he's done it. He's done it. Kolobkov. Goodness.
No.
No, the president has annulled the hit. Not quite sure why.
Might he have been off the piste?
He could have been, but I thought he was allowed one hit in time. But I'm not quite sure why the president did annul that. That might be a bit controversial. Oh my goodness, it will be now. It will be now.
The Frenchman, Srecki, is the man who wins it. 15-14 in extra time. But there will be quite a bit of controversy because there's no doubt that the Russian Kolobkov got a hit in this extra time that was annulled by the referee or the president. But all the joy is for the Frenchman, and after two pressurized extra time bouts, the poor Russian Kolobkov has to see the gold medal, the World Championship title, go to the Frenchman, Srecki.